birth of a new aerial warfare mission quickly emerged, and the Wild Weasels were formed to effectively combat the SAM threat.
We were the third attempt to destroy a SAM missile site in North Vietnam. The two previous attempts had ended up in an utter disaster. Lieutenant Commander Trent Powers flew his Navy A-4E over from the Oriskany aircraft carrier to our base in Thailand. Commander Powers had a magical black box, and this black box would point to a SAM that was in the search mode. The Air Force didn't have anything like that, and that's why he came to lead us on a destruction mission. We call it the hunter-killer mission.
Our bombing objectives, I believe, can be very distinctly...
We worked out the strike details. Trent wanted to go across the target level and do a level bombing. We wanted to do a pop-up and then a dive bomb. And we said, well, Trent, you're in first, you'll be out of the way, so no problem. That'll work for both of us. We took off, we refuel, we get up to North Vietnam, and the whole place is overcast. Trent easily could have aborted. No one would have criticized Trent if he would have aborted, but Trent didn't abort. He gave the rock the wing sign to join into tight formation. So 4 thuds on his left wing, 4 thuds on his right wing, in the tight Vic formation. He lowers the nodes into the clouds.
Barracuda Zebra, how's the weather look up there? Otherwise, multiple guns, all quads in the front. So it looks like one is just short of the target. You're just kind of hazy.
We broke out in the Red River Valley, the Delta. We go down to treetop level. We're strung out now, no more formation. We're going too fast, we're maneuvering. We're right down, honestly, as close to the ground as we could get. We're doing 500 knots indicated to avoid AAA. Because the lower you go, the faster you go, the harder it is for them to hit you. I did take several hits, and I had some annoying warning lights going off in the cockpit, and it was a real temptation to abort, and I just didn't want to miss this. Now, Trent's magic black box only pointed to the SAM when the SAM was in the search mode. So effectively, we were the goats tethered out into the open to draw the lion out into the open for the kill. Trent radioed, I've got him on the nose. I'm starting my run. As I watched Trent go across the target level, I was doing about 600 knots, an afterburner nipped up to about 8,000 feet to roll in, and as I saw him go across the target, he was literally disintegrated. And I remember saying in my mask, oh shit, I don't want to do this. I rolled in, established the dive bomb, released, the bomb's on the target, and I pull off. I had encountered withering gunfire during that whole dive bomb run. But I got the bombs on the target, and it was the first SAM destroyed in the North Vietnam War, October of 1965. I pull off the target. I thought I was going to have to eject with all these mechanical problems I had. So I made a call on the blind. I'm going to try to get to the water over Hai Phong so people know what is going on. If I can eject over the water, there's a good chance that I can get picked up. As I headed for the water, I was right down as low as I could go. I was at afterburner. I was doing 810 knots indicated, which is the maximum speed before the canopy begins to melt. So almost 1,000 miles an hour. And as I was coming across very low, I passed a Navy Crusader, and I had a little bit more speed, and we were not on the same radio frequency, so we just kind of gave each other a wave. It was absolutely bizarre. I made it out over the water. The thing is still flying. I think I'm going to stick with the bird. I'm not going to jump out, but I've got another problem now. Because of all that afterburner, I was about out of gas. I had to find a tanker. Well, fortunately, I found a tanker, and I got on as the fuel gauge was just about to read empty. I nursed that sick thud back to Tak Le, my home base. I had landing gear problems. I had flaps wouldn't go down, but I landed it in one piece. There were 37 holes in my 105. It had been hit everywhere except the vulnerable skin on the underbelly covering the engine. One bullet there would have ended my whole day. 4-star General George Simler came over. He wanted to hear all about the mission. He'd actually been my student when I was an instructor at Nellis, and he was a colonel. So we were talking like we were almost equals. I was a captain, he was a general. I pitched General Simler passionately that the Air Force should award the Navy Commander Trent Powers, the Air Force Cross. And he liked the idea, and I thought it actually happened. Years later, I learned that he didn't get the Air Force Cross, but he got the Navy Cross. And of course, that is the second highest medal to the Medal of Honor, the Navy Cross. And believe me, he earned it. LBJ once boasted, "Bring that coon skin home and hang it on the wall." Well, LBJ got his coon skin that day. Trent Powers lost his life.
And see the entire film, now streaming on Amazon and Tubi TV. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and comment below so as not to miss new upcoming videos. Thanks for watching.